Can the finance minister deliver a budget that is both financially prudent and growth enhancing? Most analysts say it will be difficult, but the country's economic future depends on it. eNCA's business editor Devan Murugan speaks to an economist.
The finance minister introduced us to this aloe early last year. He said the plant represents hope and resilience, both of which are now running in short supply. There is no economic growth, there are fewer tax-paying businesses and employees, and the country is being forced to borrow at dangerous levels. As recently as July, the Finance Minister Tito Mboweni warned that our debt-to-GDP ratio could reach 140% in the next decade if we did nothing about it. But if we cut spending and curb our borrowing, that debt could stabilize at 87% by 2023. The problem? The impact of COVID-19 continues, while other obligations have made this desperate task appear overly ambitious. Even the President's Economic Advisory Council thinks so. South African Airways is set to get more than 10 billion rand. There's 6 billion rand set aside for the extension of the COVID-19 relief grant. And then there's 100 billion rand that needs to go towards the mass employment program announced by the President over the next 3 years.
He doesn't want to add to the government's debt in order to fund that. Now, can he achieve that? Well, I would argue that there must be some efficiency gain that he can extract from literally every government department. When each government department looks at the expenditure over the next 3 years, they must be able to say, let's trim 10%. Let's find a way to simply reallocate 10% of our budget and still produce a reasonable outcome. And I would suggest that given the inefficiency within government, that must be achievable.
And there's a warning about tax. Although new tax policy announcements only happen in the February budget, analysts say the finance minister could hint at potential wealth taxes. Devan Murugan, Johannesburg.